Hello everyone, it's Tracy Bunn, and today we're going to take a look at some of the adjustments that are coming out soon. There are a lot of them. I didn't know that there would be so many of them. I thought there would just be like 5 or 10. There's like 20. There's a lot to go through here. Hopefully this video won't be too long. I'll try to go through pretty quick. I could not find an official translation, so I got these sent from my friend Evalora. You might know her from her YouTube channel. Go follow her if you haven't. She's a really good friend of mine. Luckily she sent all these to me. So let's take a look at some of them. So I'm just gonna jump down to the biggest one, the one that's gonna affect me the most, the mechanic nerf. Now, I don't know why mechanic's getting nerfed. I don't think any of us know why mechanic's getting nerfed. I think they're absolutely insane for that, but whatever. I'm not the one who makes the decisions, so. And I did skim through some of these, but I didn't read them all. So I didn't read most of them, I just skimmed through a couple of them. But yeah, I did read mechanics already. They're gonna debuff her decoding. Her main body decoding from 25% to 30%. So before it was 35%, like before September 2024 it was 35%. That was horrible. She was literally, like, I'm sure most of you remember, it wasn't that long ago, but you could not decode with her main body. It was so bad. And the 25%, like, that really helped her a lot because now she can decode with her main body and it makes it so that she's able to do 2 ciphers at once a lot easier. Obviously, if everybody on the map's taking hits left and right, it's not going to work out as well, but if you got a good team, that really shouldn't be a problem. For me, I think mechanic's been pretty good lately. I think she's been, like, way up there. I did not know she was meta, though. Like, people have been saying she's meta, she's being used in Koa. I haven't been active in Koa for a while, like watching Koa or anything. I used to be really into tournament gameplay, not as much recently, but I'm gonna try to get back into it. I did not know mechanic was being used in Koa. That was very shocking for me to hear because everyone talks about how bad she is. I don't think she's ever been a bad character. I will go more into detail on my thoughts on mechanic in my mechanic guide, which I will make. I'll start making that sometime soon. But talking about this nerf a little bit, this might be bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, people have been saying, oh, that's nothing. I don't know. At this point, I don't think you should be playing mechanic if you don't have a team. Like, at this point, she is just not a solo queue character because randoms, they will just get hit 5 seconds into the match and people will take hits left and right. People will go try to harass at 5 ciphers, they take hits, and then that just makes you unable to decode until accelerated decoding kicks in. She's just not really a solo queue character. Unfortunately, like, she just doesn't work very well solo. But as long as you have a good team, then she should be fine, honestly. This debuff is honestly pretty bad, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, now we got Breaking Wheel. The spike trap cooldown went from 5 seconds to 4 seconds and 16 seconds to 14 seconds per charge. Plus 20% travel speed, and transform cooldown went from 7 seconds to 5 seconds. So that is a buff. Sounds like, unless my lobotomized brain is reading it wrong. Honestly, I do think that Breaking Wheel needed a buff. Nobody's been using him. Ever since Flywheel happened, like, he's just been so countered by Flywheel, it's just made him unusable. Like, straight up, nobody uses Wheel anymore because of Flywheel. So yeah, I think a buff would help, but I still think he's gonna have problems just because Flywheel exists. Like, it's just so hard for him to counter that. That kind of just ruined him. So Gamekeeper, why are they buffing Gamekeeper? I literally don't understand. Gamekeeper mains, I don't care. I do not care. I don't want to hear he's bad. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear. He's annoying. I don't care if your win rates are 2% with Gamekeeper. I do not care. He does not need a buff because he's annoying and I don't like him. Sorry. Gamekeeper hater here. Most of us are Gamekeeper haters. The hook makes no sense. That thing won't even be touching me and I'll still get hooked. I don't even care. Okay, what'd they do? Missed attack recovery, including carry attack, shortened by 0.03 seconds. Range of hook AoE shockwave plus 20. So what does that mean? What does that mean for me? The attack recovery thing is literally so minor. That's not really gonna change anything. Range of hook AoE shockwave plus 20%. Oh, okay, I know what that means. I don't really think this is gonna change anything. I was worried they were gonna, like, lower his cooldown on the hook or something. I was so worried. Guard 26. I did know that this is a buff. Supposedly a buff for some fucking reason, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. BONBON needed a buff. Nobody's been playing him. Like, I have not gotten a BONBON in rank in months. Maybe even years. Not even gonna lie to you. Maybe even years. Nobody plays BONBON anymore. So we got remote bomb cooldown 35 seconds to 30 seconds. Animation lock of its activation reduced by 0.4 seconds. He has a new ability. Can now add bombs to rocket chair. Upon doing so, 10 seconds and 25-second cooldowns begin. Can add up to 5 bombs to chair within 10-second time frame. Okay, Netties, you've lost your minds. What are you doing? He's literally a camp heavy hunter. Why are you buffing his camp? I don't think he needs anything to help his camp. His camp's already good. What are you doing? Like, buff his chase. His chase is the thing that needs buffing. Why are you buffing something that's already good? Dude, Netties, you've done lost your minds. Like, what are you talking about? It just automatically adds bombs to the chair. Wow, thanks. We really needed that. Like, what? When the 25-second cooldown ends, all bombs detonate and subtract 4 seconds from chair kill timer for each bomb. What? All bombs detonate and subtract 4 seconds from chair kill timer. Dude. So he's gonna speed up the chair cooldown. Okay, imagine mixing that with that persona that makes the rocket chair go even quicker. That would be a crazy combo. Like, the chair would just instantly rocket off. Like, are we serious, Netties? What are we doing? Okay, so that's insane. Yeah, I'm hoping they cancel that. Sometimes adjustments don't always go through. I'm hoping this is one of them, because what are you talking about? They really said, let's put BONBON back on the mark. Like, what are we doing? Can we not? Okay, moving on from that, because I'm gonna freak out. Chang. I did hear, for some reason, they buffed his white guard hitbox. What are we doing? That's the last thing Chang needed to be buffed. If you want to buff Chang, there's so many things you can do. His chase! Like, literally, Chang mains have to run insolence because they cannot catch anybody early game because his chase is so bad. His hitbox, on white guard at least, that did not need anything. Like, that was already, he can already hit you from across the map. You don't need to buff that. That's fine. No Chang main was complaining about his hitbox being bad. Like, what are we doing? Buff his chase. His early game chase. Like, give him the bell early game. That would be a good buff for him. That would make him at least a little bit better. Like, why are we buffing something that does not need to be buffed? What else did they do? They did Umbrella debuff lasts 5 seconds to 8 seconds. Bell animation shortened and cooldown 5 seconds to 14. Unknown change in relation to preventing canceling white black ability debuffs. White attacks range 2.95 to 3.15. Why? Why? Netties, if anybody from Netties watching this video, write me an essay on why you thought this change was needed, please. Okay, they did also buff Blackguard's attack, which is good. That's fine. It was kind of garbage, so that's good. But why White Guard? Nobody was complaining about White Guard's hitbox being bad. Like, nobody has ever stated that in their lives. Why? I bet Chang mains are looking at this like, why? Like, what are we doing? Black charge attack range 3. Okay, that's not bad. That's good. So they didn't just buff his attack, they also buffed Blackguard's charge attack, which is good. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. Okay. But why? Just why? I don't really think this in general is going to change Chang very much. I still don't think anybody's going to play him. Alright, Magician. I did read this one. This one is absolutely crazy. Decoy use animation lock no longer prevents vaulting or pulling pallets. Illusions no longer body block you. So that is a little nerf. Magician speed buff from decoy use 40% to 50%. Magician receives speed boost a second time if the illusion is hit. That's crazy. Like, they're trying to kill Perfumer. Like, at this point, why play Perfumer over Magician? Because this is just Perfumer, but you're pretty much completely evading the hit. Because even though the illusion doesn't body block you anymore, the speed buff is from 40 to 50. You're going to be able to outrun that. So it doesn't even matter. And he receives another speed boost if the illusion is hit. So you're going to just be able to outrun them. That's crazy distance you're getting. This might not even be specific to Magician. This might just be like a complete decoy buff. So the item itself. So that is a crazy good Magician buff. In my opinion, I think that's going to be pretty good. But like, they're killing my other main Perfumer, because why would you play Perfumer now when you've got Magician? It's like before it was why play Magician, Perfumer's right there, she's better. But now why play Perfumer when Magician is better? That's a really good buff for him. Okay, so Embalmer, Coffin Invulnerability extended to Wax Abyss Corruption buildup and powerful control effects in general. When invulnerability ends, receive plus 40 speed for 1 second. I also heard he's gonna be completely invulnerable for like 7 seconds, I think it was. And I was kind of confused when I heard that. I don't really play Embalmer. I thought he was already invincible when he gets out of the coffin, so I read that and I was like, wait, was he not already? Like, I was a little confused. but I think this is a buff. Good thing for Embalmer mains here. Explorer. Pages now have a spawn range limit. Pages now have a spawn range limit. Gold skill checks now give Explorer plus 0.08% additional progress. Okay. Explorer using book no longer targetable by detecting skills like Hullabaloo clone or Feast Your Tentacle. Why was it targetable in the first place? That doesn't make any sense. Why did it take them so long to change that? Like, the whole point of Explorer is that you're supposed to be hiding, invisible. Like, huh? Like, I don't think the peepers pick him up, right? So why would any hunter's skill pick him up? That makes no sense. I'm not sure why it took them this long to change that, but okay. So you get a guaranteed flashlight. I don't know why you'd ever want a flashlight, and most people are just gonna pick a perfume or a gun, but okay. If wish fails, we'll receive a random 50% success item instead of random item. Okay, so you're getting a better item instead of something you might not ever want to use. Alright, and also the decoys from the chest are now 2 use instead of 1 use. So overall, that's a really good buff for Lucky Guy. I really still don't see him being used very much. Right now they got Mind's Eye on here. So the Cane Strike cooldown is going to be 45 seconds instead of 50. So that's good. And then the hunters affected by the Cane Strike can no longer see survivor auras. I didn't know they could see them to begin with. Like, I'm a little confused right now. And the vault pull speed penalty reduced from 22% to 15%. I'm a firm believer in old school Identity 5, meaning characters should be good at one thing and not everything. I feel like there's too many characters now where they're just good at everything and there's no drawbacks. So all the characters are just able to do everything. They can decode, they can kite, they can harass. Like, it's just not fun anymore to play half the characters. I like playing characters that are bad sometimes. Like, I like Mind's Eye because she's bad. That's what makes her fun. Because when you do a good kite with her, it feels good. And now they're just making her like a decent kiter. Like, I'm assuming that means they're making her vault even quicker now, which means it's better than mechanics now. You know, that's not like a crazy buff for Mind's Eye, but like just the fact that Mind's Eye ever got a buff to begin with, like, she was great at decoding, and that was how she was supposed to be. She's a decoder. Decoders are supposed to be weak kiters. That's how they work. But now all the decoders can kite really good, so it's like, what's the point? Like, I just really don't like the direction that NetEase went with making the character, like, every single character is able to do everything. That might just be a me thing. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that, but that's just how I feel. Personally, I think we should bring back old Mind's Eye. I'm talking 2020 Mind's Eye. Alright, now we got Entomologist getting a buff for some reason. I think that's also unnecessary. I don't know why Entomologist is getting a buff. She's a pretty strong kiter from what I've seen. So the swarm cooldown is going from 20 seconds to 15 seconds. Okay, that's fine. And then the durability loss from hits is 40% to 35%. And survivors within a certain range can see a swarm's aura. Okay, that's nothing crazy. I'd say that's fine. That's not really too big of a change. Good for Entomologist mains, but again, it just feels unnecessary. Like, it feels like they're just changing things up just for the sake of changing things. Like, there's really no need for that. Also, Gamekeeper, another buff. Gamekeeper keeps getting buffs, and he never needed one to begin with. Like, he was fine. Like, from release, honestly, in my opinion, he's been fine since release. I'm not sure why. He just got buff after buff. Like, every year they buffed him. And it's like, why? What? He was fine. So what are they doing now? If shovel animation is interrupted, you lose 10 seconds worth of durability instead of the total item being destroyed. That's good, I guess, but it's unnecessary. And that's just my opinion. You can disagree with that, but I used to main Gamekeeper. He's always been a fine character. He's always been pretty balanced in my opinion. I don't understand why he's gotten so many buffs. Alright, now we got Hullabaloo. We've all been waiting for this one. Everybody clap your hands. He's getting a nerf. Movement speed is reduced from 5.26 to 5.18. That's not crazy, but it's nice. And then we got attack time increased 0.35 to 0.43. That's also good. And then we got clone cooldown going from 12 seconds to 14 seconds. Trapeze max charges are from 3 to 2. Duration of trapeze dash 1 second to 0.8 seconds. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I quit around the time Hullabaloo came out. And right now, Hullabaloo has been banned every single match, and I only play ranked. So I never go against this guy. I don't know what his skills do. I don't understand what this means. But any nerf for this guy is a good thing. I'm sure we can all agree on that. This guy has been like an instant win. The couple times I got him in quick match, instant win every time. I don't even understand what's happening when I get a match with this guy. Like, delete him. Just delete him, honestly. So any nerf is a good thing. This is a good thing. Should have been worse, honestly. I'm still hoping they accidentally delete him. All right, now we got Goatman. I think this is a nerf. Reduced energy duration 10% across the board. Backstep charges 20 seconds to 24 seconds. Cooldown. So longer cooldown. And the attack range is being nerfed 3.37 to 3.12. Charge attack range also getting nerfed 3.88 to 3.63. And they slightly expanded the range of fast cage. Destruction near active site for active chairs. Okay, I think that's a good thing. Yep. This is a nerf. Not a good thing for Goatman mains. So I'm one of the few people, I'm probably the only person in AU who thinks Goatman was not all that good. Like at first, yeah, he was kind of hard to counter. And his camp is crazy good, don't get me wrong. I do not want to rescue against this guy. But kiting him is really not that hard. It's probably just because I main Perfumer and she counters him. But I have never had a problem kiting this guy, like in recent times. When he first came out, hell yeah. But now I know how to kite him. Somewhat. So him getting a nerf, I mean, it's really not going to affect me because he's my other ban in rank. I just don't want to fool with him. He's kind of annoying. Hard to rescue against him. He does that stupid cage at the chair. But it says destruction near active chairs. So I think I'm not going to assume. I'm going to have to see it when they release the video of all these adjustments. But I'm assuming that means he can't put one near the chair? Maybe? I don't know. That would make sense though because Gamekeeper can't put traps near chairs. So that would be an understandable nerf. But yeah, this is a big Goatman nerf. Very big nerf. Rip Goatman, I guess. I don't really see him being a ban after this. This is a pretty big nerf. I don't know, I could be wrong. And then we got Evil Reptilian. Duration of attacks, carry attacks has been increased. Time in the animations a hit can be landed. So this is just a adjustment. It's not really huge, just a little adjustment. So Clerk, they improved the logic with recording placements when verticality is factored. So that is not a buff or a nerf either, that's just a little adjustment. Quality of life improvement, I'm assuming. Fool's Gold, 2500 instant pickaxe cooldown, 20 seconds to 16 seconds. Time to charge it reduced from 1.5 seconds to 1.25 seconds. Improved logic of Fool's Gold hitting an obstacle during pickaxe pull. Okay, so that last thing is a quality of life adjustment, but the first two things, those are buffs. Fool's Gold getting a buff like that, like that seems like a pretty good buff. That kind of hurts because I see him like almost every rank match. And this is just going to make more people want to play him. And that's annoying. He's not hard to kite, but this is going to make it a little bit harder for sure. I don't have many thoughts on that right now, honestly. I don't really have a problem with him as of right now. We'll see if this kind of makes him a little bit better. Alright, let's see what they did to Joker. Optimize logic for rocket dash collisions. Optimize logic of part spawning to reduce chance of spawning around complex objects. So that's a quality of life adjustment. Resistance buff. If a serve interrupts dash, the parts equipped will be refunded, but need to be re-equipped. Oh, so that is a harasser nerf. That's good though. Joker needs a buff very badly. He's like one of the worst hunters in the game. So honestly, anything they do for him, deserved. So he won't lose the parts now, but they just have to be re-equipped. So that's not bad. That's good. Modification time is also getting buffed. From 2 to 1.5, 3 to 2.4, and 4 to 3.3. So it's just making it quicker. I don't think this is going to change much. He's still going to be a bad hunter just because of how many survivors counter him. Like, he gets countered by literally everything. I feel so bad for anybody who mains this guy. But also not really, because a lot of you are very toxic, no offense. But yeah, this is a good thing for Joker. He needs a better buff than this, but this is good for now, I guess. Okay, for Percy, what they do? Oh god, please don't tell me it's a buff. Optimize hit logic for dash jump attack. Reduced animation lock after using jump attack. Reduced animation lock of activating overcharge. Area increasing speed of ground slam increased by 20%. Is this a buff? Please don't say this is a buff. What are you doing, NetEase? NetEase, I need you to look me in the eye right now and tell me you needed to do this to me. I know Percy's bad, I know, but I still don't want to play against him. Every match with Percy is unbearable. It's not fun. I want to be put in a chair when I die. I don't want to sit there and bleed out. It's not fun. Whoever designed this character's gameplay So unfun. I don't like it. It's worse than Joseph. I'm guessing this is mainly just a quality of life adjustment. Let me reread it one more time. Yeah, it's a buff and also an adjustment in one. So I guess that's good for Percy mains, but bad for me. Okay, Soul Weaver. They optimized the web placement logic to reduce bricked threads. Slightly expanded hit detection, both horizontal and vertical, of threads. At 2500 present Soul Weaver energy generation increased. 1.2 seconds and 1.4 seconds. So is this a nerf? Huh. It's worded very strangely. I know they're gonna release like a video, like actually showing. I'm a visual learner, if you couldn't tell. I'm gonna need to see some of these to understand what exactly it's saying. Because I see numbers and my brain just shuts off. This sounds like a nerf, unless I'm just lobotomized and don't understand what I'm reading. I'm not sure why they would nerf Soul Weaver. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I'm thinking maybe I'm reading it wrong. And it's a buff. They expanded the hit detection. So that seems good. I'm gonna have to see that in whenever they post the video of these adjustments. Okay, so Seer, serves not hunters, will now get a visual audio indicator of being spectated by Seer. So that's not anything crazy. It's just a little quality of life adjustment. A very good one. Okay, Little Girl, initial pages 1.25 to 1.6. Serves can now vault pull while being pushed by a page. Increased push distance of pages. Yeah, that's a buff. Oh yeah, that's a buff. Why? No, you know what? Actually, I understand it. Little Girl is not... She's not bad. It's just the people who play her don't utilize her the way she should be utilized. A lot of her mains are not great. I will not lie to you. I've seen a handful of good Little Girl mains. But this is a buff. All of this is a buff. Increase the push distance. I wonder by how much. I don't think it'll be a lot, but I just wonder how much that will be. So yeah, that's good for Little Girl, I guess. I don't really think she needed a buff. I don't think she's a bad character. I just think a lot of people are not using her to her max potential. Okay, then we got the last two. We got Patient. Animation lock of hook reduced. Serves can no longer body block and cancel a hook. I don't know what that means. I don't play Patient, even though I have all of his skins somehow. I didn't know you could body block and cancel a hook. I don't understand what's being said here. Patient mains, what are you doing with this character? Added a toggle to disable vault over option of hook. I think this is just a quality of life adjustment from what I'm understanding of it. Might be wrong about that. Okay, so Cowboy. Cowboy can no longer be stopped from lassoing over a hunter through a window if hunter vaults the window. I wasn't aware that was a problem that Cowboy mains were having. Could y'all not vault through the window if the hunter was you? I don't know why you'd ever want to do that. It's kind of like a buff. Because like the hunter could be vaulting, like mid-vault, and they'd have like window block or something. Oh no, wait, they got rid of that. I forgot they made it so the hunter can go back through the blocked window. I completely forgot they did that. But still, the hunter could be mid-vault. You flip over them, go through the window. They gotta vault back. I don't know. That seemed pretty okay. I don't really think that's gonna be anything crazy. They're also doing a little chat feature where you can like speak into the mic and it'll say the ping and like it'll give you like some little secret pings. Like you can tell people to go rescue and it'll like ping it in the game. I feel like that's going to be very buggy when it comes out, but it's gonna be fun to use that. I'm probably not gonna use it, but I can imagine it's gonna be a little bit buggy. But if I did use it, I could tell my teammates to go rescue because I don't like doing that. So these are all of the adjustments. Some final thoughts. Most of these are not crazy. They're just little adjustments, little minor changes. Some of these are pretty big though. The mechanic one, I think it's pretty bad. I'm hearing a couple people say it's nothing crazy. I don't know about that. I remember when she had the 35% debuff. That was terrible. Terrible times. And her buff that made it 25%, that made it so much better. And now they're making it 30. So now we're like in the middle. I don't know what that's gonna look like. But yeah, overall, I don't think that this mechanic change is gonna change much. I mean, even when it was 35% debuff, she was still pretty good, even though she couldn't decode with her main body. Again, more on that in the mechanic guide I will be working on soon. Any character that can make the game a 5v1, that's a good character. Like, it's kind of hard for them to adjust her and make her balanced because she's just like strong in concept. Like just the fact that she makes the game a 5v1. That's a strong character in design. Do I think this was needed? Maybe. I don't know. I didn't want it. I'm just gonna have to live with it just like I lived with the many other mechanic nerfs. I've been playing this character since 2020. I don't think anything's gonna stop me playing mechanic. I don't think it's gonna change much anyway. It does seem like a pretty big nerf to me, but you never know how it's gonna look. I think the thing I'm most worried about is this guard 26 buff. Instant bombs at the chair, just like instant, like, and they all speed up the chair cooldown by 4 seconds for each bomb. That's insane. That's gonna make rescuing, like rescuing off BONBON is already so hard. It's like almost impossible unless you're like mercenary, and even then it's kind of hard. But now you've got to worry about the bombs going off, not just hitting you, but also them going off at all, because they're gonna speed up the chair cooldown. So that's probably the biggest one of all of them so far. I really hope they don't implement that, because that's insane. But knowing them, they're gonna do it. So, BONBON's probably gonna be meta again. Do I want that? No. That was the worst time of my life when he was meta. I thought I'd never have to see it again, but it looks like we might. Nettie's why? Why the white guard hitbox adjustment? Why? When I heard it was getting adjusted, I was like, oh, they're gonna nerf it finally. No, it's a buff. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, some of these hunter adjustments are kind of crazy. The survivor ones are mostly fine. Some of them are a little bit unnecessary, but they're mostly fine. The hunter ones are the ones I'm most worried about, but you know, we'll see how they look soon enough. I'm sure they'll be on the test server pretty soon, and then people will be posting videos of them. So we'll see how they look in game soon. Let me know what you think about these. Let me know if you think any of these are unnecessary, if you think that any of these characters should have gotten something more, something less. Let's try to be respectful in the comments, please. It's just a game. These are just characters in a game. It's nothing to get super upset about. If you have a differing opinion than me, that is perfectly okay. Communicate that in a respectful and calm manner. But yeah, that's all I got for today, and I will see you in the next video.